Wi-Fi.
Just 1 minute in now, Joey Chestnut with 12 dogs down currently, turning over to 13. Nick Weary on his tail with 10 hot dogs of his own.
Big pickup for Weary. Big pickup.
1 minute. Joey Chestnut,
Jason Fitz, how's it looking up front early in the going?
Yeah, you know, it's funny you mentioned Nick. When we talked to him yesterday, he mentioned training with Mickey, obviously. And one thing he mentioned is that Mickey stays really fast the whole way. He tends to start fast, and then it's a challenge for him to stay that way. So interesting to see, because he looks like he is in the zone up close and personal.
Weary holding tough. Breeden a little off. You know, Breeden's a pretty mild-mannered guy, keeps to himself, not a recluse. He's no Pinchon, he's no Salinger. Not antisocial, but maybe not antisocial distancing. He might be antisocial distancing. Got a little close in the production meeting yesterday. I didn't like it. I also don't like those dudes who wear the mask under the nose, right? It doesn't make sense. It's like putting sunblock on one leg or having twins and only buying one car seat.
A mistake in every way, shape, and form. Wear your masks.